This is technically my workspace. I have a shower curtain on the floor to catch most of the dust. And here's the limestone and some of the tools that I'm going to start working with. So, this is my front living room. As you can tell, it is also, and those are all tools that I will use, mostly use in making this piece of limestone into a combine. Okay? And yes, that is a cheese grater, but I've changed it into a limestone grater. And I'm going to level this off with a little bit of this and this hatchet. I'm going to be using that. Now this is just the first process, but this is called a cat's claw, and it has a small hammer on one side, but what I'm going to be using mainly is this scraper part. And yes, this is a part of a machete, but what I'm going to be using it for is a grater, so I can grate it back and forth. So it's going to level that out when I get time to that. Now, this is just what I'm starting with. I've got stuff I got to do over here. I've got to cut off a piece because of these holes right here. I've got to level this down and make this into the cab, and then the actual back end of the combine. And back here I've got to drill a hole through it so I can put a limestone rod through it. That's going to be hard to make, but I'm going to do it. A rod through it so I can attach the wheels so they can move freely. And I'm going to be doing that to the front too. But also got to, excuse me, I'll move these real quick. Okay, what I'm going to do up here when I get it to the point, after I get the cab lined out, I'm going to get it so that I'm going to make a header. I'm going to attach a header to this so that you can actually take the header off and it'll look like a real combine. Well, mostly real combine. I'm trying for authentication here, but it's all in the pre-works right now. But I'm going to try to make it so that the header will attach right here and on this side. I might cut this down thinner, but I'm going to have the cab, the bucket, the spinning thing on the back. I think it's called a shredder or something. The two wheels on this side and the two wheels on that side. So, oh, and one other thing I'm going to be putting on it is there's a pipe or a I think it's a auger that takes the grain out of the back end of the combine and puts it into like a semi or whatnot. I'm going to attach that pipe made out of limestone as well and have it swivel. So hopefully I can make all this happen, because this is my first attempt on a what is it called, farm implement, or a vehicle in this detail. Right now I know it doesn't look like anything, but when I'm done, hopefully it will look like what I imagined it. So I'm going to stop this here, and the next little video is probably about a minute. I'm going to be talking to you face to face. So I'll see you in a second.